Hello. Thank you for joining me in this sharing. The question that is presented today is, how does one become more confident? Please give me one moment to receive source energy, known to me as the grand universe, a collective consciousness to assist ones with compassion and kindness, love for oneself and Mother Earth. We are here. We are here eager to share with ones how to feel perhaps a little better than one may be feeling at present moment. We are wanting to create a space for sharing. It took Tracy a lot of thinking, a lot of pondering if she was wanting to put herself forth on the internet. She lives a very quiet lifestyle and she shies away from a camera every chance she gets. And we guided and we suggested that we create videos where she is receiving source energy. It took her a long while to decide to put herself out and, if you will, put herself forth. And we created 18 videos in a previous segments, sections, if you will, series. And as she was going along, she was uneasy. She was unsure if ones were resonating with what she was sharing. Not what we were sharing, what she was sharing. She sort of knows it is one, but doesn't separate the two, but concerned what ones in her life would think about the sharing. And she had quite a few opinions. Enough where she lost confidence. Enough where she thought, perhaps I shouldn't share, or this isn't the right time to share. And so she was creating these videos, putting them forth, not truly feeling very secure in her own being, not truly thinking that ones would embrace it. For if one isn't familiar with channeling, it is a concept that is sort of difficult to get your head around, as Tracy says. She has a sister that watched a few of the videos and said, I can't watch them. It is you, but it is not you. It is you, but it is not you. And all she wanted was her sister to hear the messages that were being conveyed, not paying attention to how it was being conveyed, just wanting to share the wisdom and the insights. So she put that on the shelf. We sort of concluded the 18-part series, and we allowed time to move along, if you will. And as we concluded, or as we finished these series, Tracy started going back and she took her own advice. Let me just see what others are seeing, or let me hear the message. And she realized the messages were profound and powerful and filled with wisdom. She realized that she just had to put her own insecurities aside. She realized not to pay attention to ones that may be condemning, and understood that the messages were so grand that she started to feel badly that she had stopped the segments. So here we are back again, and she says, I want to do it feeling better than I did previously. So isn't it ironic? It is all what we are sharing, to feel better than perhaps you felt a moment ago or a year ago. And so here we are with the question, how does one find confidence? perfect example. How did Tracy find confidence to do it again? She just understood to find within, to go within, to remove the layers that were making her feel not as worthy or making her feel insecure. Where did that come from? Where did it come from? And we have talked about the layers that cover one's brilliant light. We spoke about the layers that cover one's inner beauty. And that is what was happening to Tracy as she started with these dialogues. All the comments and one's viewing it and not having a comment. Perhaps they didn't enjoy it, she'd say to herself. She knew she put it out and not many ones even viewed it. And that was layers upon layers upon layers. Where does one find confidence? When one understands of their own brilliance. When one understands of their own brilliance. And when one is, we want to say, knowing of the connection to the universe. Tracy will say, channeling the grand universe. That sounds so big. How can I be channeling the grand universe? And we always share that every soul channels the grand universe. Every soul has the divine connection, if you will, communication. Every soul is equipped with receiving guidance, your intuition. Every soul is receiving loving guidance. Tracy just found a way to expand, if you will, the receiving, if you will. And with that, she only wanted to share. She only wanted to share. So how does one find confidence? When one goes searching to discover one's own inner magnificence, inner brilliance. It is difficult when you feel insecure to feel secure. It is difficult when you don't have the confidence to do something that you truly desire to do, and you put it off and put it off until you just put it off and you don't do it, and then that creates a greater space to feel less confident then. To feel more confidence in oneself is to look beyond the experiences that make you feel insecure. To look beyond the experiences that created a place to feel insecure. It's really insecurity that takes your confidence away. And to look beyond words that are shared. We're going to say it time and time again. Unkind words spoken are layers that truly cover one's light, one's confidence. How can one feel confident if they're always playing in their mind unkind words towards oneself or condemning another? Condemning oneself or condemning another, unkind words to another. It does not feel good. It is layers upon layers. Kindness and compassion, we'll say it over and over, it is the foundation of the sharing. In all the sharing that is created through Tracy, it is always compassion, kindness, love, Mother Earth, love towards oneself, love towards others. But it starts within. It starts within. And these dialogues, these segments are to allow you to find a space to look within. Find a space to look within. You're wanting to find a space to bring confidence forth. One of the best ways is to understand that your words spoken truly cover it up. So if you have convinced yourself that you cannot do something, you've heard it before. If you feel you cannot do something, the chances of you doing it. Or you feel you can do something and someone comes along to tell you you can't. Who do you think you are? Unkind words. If you really sift through it all, most times confidence is lacking because of one's feeling less than. And one is usually feeling less than because they have heard unkind words or have spoken unkind words to themselves. It is exactly what happened to Tracy in her first 18 segments. She started to look at the videos. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. The lighting is poor. The sound was poor. I could have sat up more. I should have. All condemning. She wasn't condemning the message. She wasn't condemning what was shared. She was condemning herself as she was sharing. And then others had opinions. Or they didn't have opinions at all and they just left it silent. Yes, I saw the video. Period. But what did you think of the video? She wanted to ask. She wanted to ask. So when there was no response or no reaction, it was if they said, I didn't enjoy it, I didn't like it. So she started to condemn herself, lost her self-confidence along the way. So to answer the question, how does one find confidence within oneself? Go searching. Remove the layers that covered. We know it sounds repetitive, but it is of such grand truth. And once you get your mind around it, once you get your head around it and understand what these layers do, and understand why they are there, and understand even far greater that you can remove the layers, how could you not feel confidence when you saw and felt and experienced your own inner light and brilliance? How could you not feel confidence knowing that you are part of the whole and here for a grand reason? How could you not feel confident when you are part and a piece of the grand universe? You are the stars that shine in the heavens, as Tracy likes to call them, in the sky. You are the wisdom of the moon and the rays of the sun. We say it over and over, but it is of such grand truth. How could a star or the sun or the moon not be confident? Light is who you are. Love is who you are. So, with that, we are going to conclude this dialogue, this segment. We're wanting to keep them shorter. It is not an easy task. Tracy has very little concept of time when she is channeling, and she doesn't have anyone around that will assist her in sort of giving her a 10 minutes is up. So she is wanting to create segments that are shorter, so ones don't feel that they are spending too much time, if you will. She knows that everyone is very busy in their day, and she understands the information. She gets on the internet and she thinks there's so much information. I feel lost in this ocean of sharing. But she also understands that if one soul felt better than before they found the segment, she knows that it was all, she doesn't want to say worth it, but it was of great value. It was of tremendous value. And that alone would give Tracy confidence to know that others will find and experience greatness. So with that, we will conclude our segment 2, question number 2. We're going to we have chosen 18 questions. So question number 2, how does one find confidence? Go searching. and understand that you are brilliant. Just have to go in and understand. Understand how brilliant you are. Stop speaking unkind words to yourself. There is great love for you.